Hello and welcome to my porch. My name is Roy. I'm a home cook and amateur baker, and I'm here on this channel typically sharing recipes that have helped me to lose over 125 pounds, whether those recipes are mine or someone else's. Now today I'm not in the kitchen, so that means it's a No Tag Tuesday because I'm out on the porch. The leaves haven't actually started changing too much yet. We have had some fall, and there are some on the furniture here, like this. And it's also a little rainy and dreary today. So I'm actually sitting on wet furniture, but I did put down a bag so that I'm not getting wet. But I'll do anything for you guys. You know that. So I'm trying to get this out before any rain starts. We're supposed to be getting thunderstorms and big winds and whatnot. I'm recording this on Monday, and I'm very excited because Paul has gotten us tickets, front row tickets, to go see two of my favorite drag queens, Trixie and Katya. And Tracy's son, Jared, I know that you are probably jealous right now, and you should be. It's going to be a great show. I cannot wait for that. But we're not here for drag shows or such things. We are here for No Tag Tuesday. And the questions this week have come from Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate. Now her channel and all the other channels that do these tags are linked down in the description box. So go check them out and give them some subscription love if you wouldn't mind. And if you are new here, I would love if you'd subscribe and stick around. Now, Joan took it easy on us because she got these out kind of late. I got them yesterday. So we're just doing fall either or questions, or either or. You say tomato, I say tomato, whatever. And you know what? Here goes the rambling. I don't even say it consistently. I say either sometimes, I say either sometimes. I have no rhyme or reason. It's just me. And you can hear the crows, maybe, are going a little crazy for some reason. And if you've seen this channel before, you know those are my spirit animal. So maybe they are trying to tell me something. Maybe they're getting antsy because the weather is supposed to turn bad. I don't know. Enough rambling. Let us get on with the questions. Fall either or questions. Number 1, pumpkin or apple in general for drinks, desserts, etc. Now, if you've watched my channel at all, you know that I am a pumpkin lover. Anything pumpkin, anytime. Paul, when we went over these questions, immediately said apple, and then I said pumpkin, and he said even drinks. I said they have pumpkin lattes. There are pumpkin shakes. So yes, although I do love a nice hot apple cider. That's delicious. But, you know, consistently I'm going for pumpkin. Number 2, decorate for fall or decorate for Halloween. I don't decorate anymore. It's just Paul and I in the house, and it's not really worth it to put things out. Then I have to put them away, and nobody ever sees them. And so I've kind of gotten away from decorating at all. But when I did decorate, I decorated for Halloween. Of course, I'd throw some fall things in there, but predominantly it was Halloween. Number 3, jacket or hoodie. Paul immediately, and I knew he would, chose jacket. For me, it's a hoodie. I love being able to get all bundled up and cozy. I don't mind a jacket, but usually a hoodie is sufficient for me, and I do like, in case I get a little chilly or it gets a little rainy, like today, I can pull up the little hood. I'm a hoodie person. Number 4, corn maze or hayride. I do love a corn maze, but Paul and I both agreed on hayride, although he was like, if we could get the whole hayride for ourselves or friends and family, not be clustered in with a bunch of strangers, which I can kind of agree with, especially since COVID. We're both very leery of strangers being too close to us. But I don't mind if there are strangers and we're all spaced apart. I've done it before, especially sipping some hot cider as you're going along. Love a good hayride. Number 5, scary decorations or cute decorations. If you know me at all, you know I'm going scary. Love scary movies, love scary anything. So I am definitely the scary decoration type. Paul would lean more towards cute, but his would be more like elaborate, more like if you watch Hallmark movies or like CW shows and they decorate proms or for Christmas or whatnot and everything's very elaborate, that would be more his style. Not just like, little plastic garlands and things like that. He would like the lights, the full, leafy garlands and things like that. So he would lean more towards cute, but it would be like more elevated. So not really cute, but not scary. But anyways, I'm going scary all the way. Number 6, football, college or pro. I immediately assumed Paul and I would have the same response, which would be no. We're not sports people. We don't like sports. We don't participate. We don't watch. But he was saying if you have to choose, and yes, I suppose this is a Tag Tuesday, we do kind of have to choose, although I do have to say that no is a choice. But if we did have to watch either, we both would pick a pro football game rather than college. I don't know why exactly. It just seems more... Okay, take 2 in answering this question. I know I just answered it, but after recording the entire video, I found out that my little microphone had run out of power. So I am picking up where I left off. I know I was talking about football and whether we'd watch college or pro. We chose pro. I don't know why exactly. It just feels maybe more grand or something. I don't know. But we both chose pro if we had to watch football. But the real answer is no. No football. No sports. Anyway, I'm keeping an eye on this now just to make sure I don't run out of power yet again. Because I can talk, but... okay, number 7, sweaters or flannels. Now, Paul chose sweaters, although he hasn't worn one in quite some time. I am choosing flannels because wearing sweaters, some sweaters can be itchy, some sweaters can be very soft, but they're also like a pull-on, and I can't deal with that. I tend to run warmer than most people, so I get very hot very easily. Paul is the opposite, so if he's comfortable, I am sweating, and if I'm comfortable, he's freezing. So I would choose the flannels just so that I could take it off if I did start to get hot. A sweater is a little more difficult. You have to pull it over. Even sweatshirts. I don't do pullover sweatshirts. I'd much rather have a zippered sweatshirt that I can take off very easily. So Paul can have the sweaters I'll take the flannels. He's not a flannel person. Number 8, cozy up inside or go on chilly walks. Well, we both immediately said cozy up inside. We are not walk people. We don't typically go out for walks. Not that we shouldn't. We definitely should. We just don't. And it would probably be good, especially for me in the chilly weather, because as I said, I get hot very easily. So the chilly weather would probably make that much easier to deal with. Not so much for Paul, unless he was wearing a jacket or a sweater. Yes, we would be cozying up inside, maybe with some hot cider or some hot cocoa, maybe just some coffee, cuddled up on the couch watching a Hallmark movie. No, Paul would never watch a Hallmark movie with me. That's all me. During the pandemic, for some reason, I got really into Hallmark movies. So now if I see ads for any of them that look interesting to me, I will record them and watch them at my leisure. And the Christmas ones are coming up, so yeah, there'll be a new batch that I'll be watching very soon. Anyway, cozy up inside, not going out for walks. I'm going off on a tangent and I'm trying to be aware of my mic battery. Okay, number 9, tricks or treats. Now, I'm assuming that Joan means for Halloween. Did you go out for the treats or were you one of the tricksters? I was always out for the treats. I never did like the toilet papering people's houses, egging people's houses, shaving cream, any of that stuff. But if we're talking more general, I still do love my sweets, but I used to love playing tricks on people. I used to love practical jokes. I don't do it as much anymore. First of all, I don't have the interactions with as many people nowadays, and I'm not just going to keep pranking Paul. That would make him nuts. But I used to love pranking people. I know I've told this story before on this channel, but I'm going to tell it again because, you know, I need to talk. Years and years ago, I was living in Connecticut. My mother was working for the state of Connecticut, and she had some paper with the state of Connecticut letterhead on it. And I thought, I have a friend of mine who is fairly gullible. Let me see if I can pull off a really good prank on him. So what I did was I wrote him a letter on state of Connecticut stationery. So what I wrote was that there were too many gays in Connecticut per capita, or however I worded it, you know, the ratio of gay to straight. They had too many gays in Connecticut. Would he mind moving to Rhode Island where that discrepancy, there were fewer gay people and more straight people, and they could use a few more gay people in that state? I mean, I worded it more professionally. But basically asked him to move to Rhode Island to build up the gay population there. He called me freaking out, asking me if I'd gotten a letter. Why are they asking him to move? They didn't ask me to move, yada, yada. How did they know he was gay? All of this stuff. And I talked to him for a while and kept saying, I don't know what's going on. I would call a lawyer, yada, yada. Just fueling him a little bit more. And then finally I let him off the hook because I just couldn't take anymore. I started laughing, told him what had happened, and he took the joke fairly well, I do have to say, but I don't know if he ever trusted another letter that came to him from the state. So he may have gotten into trouble for other things that he ignored, thinking I was pranking him once again. But since I don't prank, don't trick anymore, I would stick with the treats. And if you've seen this channel, you know I have a lot of treats on here. So I'm going treats all the way. And number 10, favorite month, October or November. Now, Paul chose November because of Thanksgiving and the family gatherings and things like that. I did not. I chose October for two reasons. First of all, it's got my favorite holiday in it, Halloween. So I had to choose October for that reason. But also, once we get into November, all I can keep thinking is we're going to be getting snow anytime soon. I hate snow. I hate the winter. I don't know why I still live in New England. But yeah, I'm going for October because it's cool, but not cold yet. And no threat of snow. And it's got my favorite holiday in it. So how could I not choose it? But that wraps it up. And I still have battery left on my mic. So what do you know? I want to thank Joan from Joan's Pointed Plate for coming up with these questions. I also want to thank her again for inviting me to the collab that we did on Sunday. If you did not see it, we did 16 channels, did different soups. So definitely go check that out if you did not see it. I'll link to mine down below, and then everyone else's will be in that description box. Now the next no tag we have will be October 4th, I believe, the first Tuesday in October. And those questions are coming from me. But it's still a little early in the month for Halloween, and there'll be other Halloween questions, I'm sure. We did a lot of Halloween questions last year. So what I'm going to do is take a little twist on Halloween. It's going to be a Halloween theme, but not directly Halloween. But you'll see what I'm talking about on the 4th when my questions come out. And then after that, we are going back to every week for no tags. So if you've been missing out on having them every week, they're coming back starting the 4th. But I'm going to leave the questions and the other channels that are doing this tag down in the description box. So go check all of them out. They have great content besides the no tags. So definitely check out the other channels doing these tags. Also down there, you'll find my Amazon storefront. If I've ever used anything on this channel you're looking for, it may be there. My Built Bar rewards, my Fetch rewards, and my social media, both my Instagram and 2 Facebook groups that I am part of. So go check out the description box for all sorts of information that you might find useful. And also, if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate if you did the usual: like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification bell for the next time I upload any sort of video. As I mentioned, we did the soups on Sunday. Coming in October is going to be another collab for crockpot meals for what Joan is calling Crocktober. So look forward to that. All I'll say is the one I'm doing is an Indian dish. So be prepared for that one and hit that notification bell. But I am going to get inside before it starts to rain. Don't want to mess up my hair before the show tonight. So until next time, bye.